Good morning, everyone. A very good morning to all of you, bacho. We are live. We are back on ExamDost. We are back with the ESE Officers Practice Series for Engineering Services PYQs. The last session of Microprocessor part number 4. So quickly, everybody join. Come on, everyone. Quickly, everybody will join. We are about to start the part number 4 of microprocessor. चलो 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 जल्दी से सभी लोग आ जाओ भाई. चलिए. Without wasting any time, let me get started with the first question. The content of accumulator and register C are respectively. We are adding C, the value of auxiliary carry and parity flag. So 2E is the accumulator. 6C. C means 12. Okay. Now when we add them, 0, 1, 1 or 1, 0, carry 1, 1, 1, 1, carry 1. So this is my auxiliary carry. 0, carry 1, 1 or 1, 0, carry. Now, 4 ones, even parity. So auxiliary carry is 1, parity is also 1. Okay, for even parity, I will take parity bit as 1. So the answer is B. Okay, the answer will come out to be B. Next question. Which of the following instruction are the example of implied addressing? CMA and RET. Because this is immediate addressing. Here we give the address directly after in instruction. This is for ESE 2019. ESE 2020, which of the following is the correct sequence of steps for executing an instruction during CPU? First is the fetch instruction, decode instruction, read operand, execute instruction, store data. ठीक है, fetch करके decode करना पहले जरूरी है. After opcode fetch, you have to decode, then only you will read the operand in the instruction. ESE 21. Which of the following register holds the data on which the system has to operate and intermediate results and results of operation performed? कौन सा ऐसा रजिस्टर है जिसमें डेटा स्टोर किया जाता है जिस पे सिस्टम ऑपरेट करेगा? Accumulator. ESE 21. Which of the following addressing mode leads to poor programming practice? मतलब कौन सा ऐसा एड्रेसिंग है जिसको पुअर प्रोग्रामिंग मानते हैं? इमीडिएट एड्रेसिंग, बिकॉज इट इंक्रीजेस size of instruction, because address will also occupy the space in the memory, and also time of execution, because extra memory read cycles are required. Extra memory read cycles are required to read address. So therefore system slows down. ESE 21. Which of the following is not correct for AAA instruction in 8086 microprocessor? It updates AF and CF. It does not update AF and CF. This is for unpacking BCD instruction. Okay. ESE 21. Which of the following is not a general operation of machine cycle in CPU? Return, fetch, decode, store. These are the main cycles. Fetch, opcode fetch, instruction decode, and storing the data, that is memory write. ESE 2002, memory mapped IO scheme for allocation of addresses to memory and IO device is used for, कहाँ पे यूज करोगे memory mapped IO? For small system. Interfacing device ESE 2002 used for generation of accurate time delay. How can you generate time delay? Intel 8253. ESE 2003. Which of the following statement about RAM is not correct? RAM stands for random access memory. It is read and write memory. When power supply is off, data is lost. Binary information is stored during manufacturing. No, this happens in ROM. रोम में क्या होता है, जो मैन्युफैक्चरर होता है वो पहले से डेटा फीड करके देता है. मैन्युफैक्चरर ऑलरेडी फीड्स द डेटा. ESE 2003, ports are used to connect print CPU to which of the following unit? Ports are used to connect CPU to which of the following unit? Printer and video display. Printer and monitor basically. Printer and monitor are connected with the help of port. Printer is connected with the help of USB port and monitor is connected with the help of HDMI port. Okay. ESE 2003. How many and which type of machine cycle are needed to execute push PSW by a Intel microprocessor? बताइए किस तरह की मशीन साइकिल चाहिए? 3 चाहिए. ऑपकोड फेच एंड 2 मेमोरी राइट. 2 memory write, 1 to write accumulator and the other to write flag register. ESE 2004. Which of the following statement is correct? ROM is a read-write memory? No, read only. Full form is read-only memory. PC points to the last instruction that was executed? No. Next instruction. Stack works on the principle of LIFO? Yes. LIFO is last in, first out. Because the last input data is placed at the top of the stack, therefore it will come out first. All instruction affect the flag? No. Example, data transfer. Data transfer does not affect the flag. ESE 2004. A memory system of 64 kilobyte needs to be designed with RAM of 1 kilobyte each and a decoder tree was constructed with 2:4 decoder chips with enable input. Total number of decoder chips. Total number of decoder chips. बताइए how many decoder chips are required? देखिए memory chips required 64 KB by 1 KB, that is 64. Therefore 6:64 decoder is required. 2:4 decoder available. So number of decoder (21). ठीक है, यही तरीका होता है ना नंबर ऑफ लोअर ऑर्डर डिकोडर निकालने का. द आंसर इज ए. Good morning, Nimesh. What must be the content of control word ESE 2004 of Intel 8255 for mode 0 cooperation and the following port configuration? ओके कंट्रोल वर्ड क्या होना चाहिए मोड 0 में ऑपरेट करने के लिए? इट शुड बी 87. ओके, दैट इज द कंट्रोल वर्ड फॉर मोड 0. ESE 2004, MC 1488 and MC 1489 are needed when using RS232. RS232 is actually a LAN port or LAN cable. Now, why do you need these ICs? To convert the TTL level to RS232 level. So basically these are your power supply IC which will convert the level of the voltage. ESE 2005, memory chip of 4 different sizes are available. All memory chips are read-write. Minimal combination which can map full address space of 8085 microprocessor. So 2 की power 16 location. So 64 KB memory. Now you have to generate 64 KB using these available chips. थ्री के तो नहीं होगा यार. I think this should be 32K. Four chips required. How? This is not possible because it has 16 data line. Here 64K into 8. 8. 64K into 8 by 16K into 4. Again 8. So answer is C. Sorry. Answer is B. 1 only. Okay. 8085 has 8 data lines. So 16 data line chip you cannot use. ESE 2005. ROM are used for temporary program and data storage? No. Permanent. RAM is used for temporary storage. Dynamic RAM is cheaper than SRAM, correct? Mask ROM is used in high volume microprocessor based system. Correct. Masked ROM is where the manufacturer himself will store the data. विवेक भाई लगा सकते हो, जेबी गुप्ता बिल्कुल लगा सकते हो. ESE 2006. Stack is a group of memory location in RAM used for temporary storage. Yes. Push and pop are used to retrieve the data. So this is not correct explanation why stack is a temporary storage. The second statement tells you how you can operate the stack, not the explanation. Data that are stored at a given address in a RAM are lost when power goes off, when new data is written. So 1 and 3. पावर उड़ जाएगी या नया डेटा डालोगे, नया डेटा ओवरराइट कर देता है, तो डेटा इज लॉस्ट. ESE 2008. Suppose 64 KB ROM IC is available in abundance. That means lots and lots of such chips are available with you. If you want to generate 1 megabyte ROM, how will you connect? 1 megabyte. Mega is 2 to the power 20. 64, 2 to the power 16. Okay. 16 ICs in a column. Now, what is the difference between the rows and column? Column arrangement basically increases number of memory locations. Row arrangement increases number of data bit at each location. Okay. Next, ESE 2007, a 8255 chip is selected when A2 to A7 all are 1. What is the address of port A? If 82 to 87 all bits are 1, what is the address? So basically 1111 FC. Okay. ESE 2007. Again, port C का एड्रेस पूछ रहा है. Now it is asking you the address of port C, FE. Port A, port B, port C. ESE 2007, 8 memory chip of 32 into 4 have the address buses connected together. What is the size of memory? What is the size of memory? So if all have same address bus, they are connected in a row. Same data bus. Now now I told you when you connect in a row, the number of bits will increase. Correct? So 8 memory chips, so 32 into 32. ESE 2007. The process of entering data is called burning in ROM. Yes. ROM are volatile memory. No. ROM are used in microcontroller security system. Yes. D. ROM volatile नहीं होती. जो डेटा रख लिया तो रख लिया. Each memory cell of a DRAM ESE 2008 requires refreshing over 2, 4 or 8 millisecond. Yes. DRAM stores 1 and 0 as charge on a MOS capacitor, which has a tendency to leak. Correct. DRAM में चार्ज जो है MOS कैपेसिटर पे स्टोर होता है जो कि ग्रेजुअली लीक होता है. So it will lose the data. विवेक भाई देखो 2 मैंने मॉक टेस्ट लगा रखे हैं इस बार के लेटेस्ट पैटर्न के हिसाब से. इसके अलावा आप इस साल के पेपर्स को सॉल्व कीजिए. इसके अलावा चाहो तो ESE PYQ देख के जा सकते हो या फिर JB गुप्ता. और काफी है इतना तो. ESE 2008 8254 programmable interval timer consists of independent 16-bit programmable counter. How many counters? This I told you. 3 counter. 3 16-bit programmable counters are there. ESE 2009. The output unit of a computer communicate the response of computer to the user. जो आउटपुट यूनिट होती है वो कंप्यूटर का रिस्पॉन्स यूजर तक पहुंचाती है, सही बात है। रीड राइट मेमोरी इज वॉलेटाइल, रैम, फ्लिप फ्लॉप इन अ रजिस्टर आर कनेक्टेड इन पैरेलल, नो, basically it is connected in cascade. Okay, cascade. Which stack is used in 8085 LIFO? Just now we discussed. It is LIFO, last in first out. Number of memory of 16 cross 4 designed to design 64 cross 8. Desired size divided by available size. So 8. A 16-bit memory address can address memory locations of ESE 2010. 16-bit address. What is the size of memory? 64K. Direct addressing. Direct addressing. यार देखो, अब इसका तो मुझे आइडिया नहीं कि IOCL कब तक देगा। CMA ESE 2010, 64 number of 256 into 1 bit RAM is arranged in 8 column and 8 rows. So 8 column will increase the location and 8 rows will increase the number of bit. So this is 2 to the power 8. 8 bit is byte. 2 to the power 10 is kilo, 2 KB. Okay. 2 की पावर 10 किलो होता है, तो 2 की पावर 11 is 2 KB. Thus, smallest valid sign integer, the smallest valid sign integer that can be stored in a memory location of 4 KB RAM. 4 KB RAM. So 2 to the power 15. नहीं यार, ऐसे तो नहीं बनेगी बात। साइंड इंटीजर कह रहा है ना। So it should be minus 128, not 120B. Because 8 bits are there for the data. A key specification ESE 2010 of a memory device is the access time. Yes, the access time of the memory must be more than the access time of microprocessor. Okay, so it is wrong. It should be less. ठीक है, मेमोरी फास्ट होनी चाहिए ना कि स्लो। ESE 2010 port B of 8255A can only be used as input port. No, port B can be operated in mode 0, mode 1. Correct. So it can be operated in 2 modes. ESE 2011, a semiconductor ROM is preferred to a RAM because, why do you prefer it? Because the program cannot be altered. So some very important programs like the bootstrap program, all of them are stored in the ROM because we cannot alter that. Otherwise our CPU will not be able to work. So this तो we have already done ना. What was the answer? 32K into 4. डी आना चाहिए इसका C. Full address space. एट के इंटू एट. एट. Why into 8 I am taking? Because it is byte. Byte means 8 bits. 4 can't be used. Okay. 8259A ESE 2011 programmable interrupt controller can manage 8 interrupts. Yes. Vector and interrupt request anywhere in the memory map. Yes. 8-bit of 16-bit interval between interrupt location. No. Initialize with OCW. No. So answer should be A. ये 8 इंटरप्ट मैनेज करता है और मेमोरी मैप में किसी भी इंटरप्ट का सर्विस रूटीन कहीं पे भी मैप कर सकता है. ESE 2012 the present micro instruction fetched from a micro programmed control unit is held in. प्रेजेंट इंस्ट्रक्शन जो आप फेच करोगे कहां रखोगे? कंट्रोल एड्रेस रजिस्टर या फिर इंस्ट्रक्शन रजिस्टर में भी रख सकते हो. एड्रेस बस इज 16-bit वाइड, तो 64 kb. जस्ट नाउ वी सॉ द साइज ऑफ मेमोरी ऑफ 8085 इज 64 kb. 8085 microprocessor uses 4K into 8 RAM. Starting address is AA00. So 4K 2 to the power 12. So 2 to the power 12 means 12th bit will be 1. And minus 1. How much will this be? B A 00 minus 1. So B 9 F C option. Minus 1 zarur karna. This is the number of location. Okay, so the last address is first address plus size minus 1. First address plus size minus 1. ESE 2012. In case of a dynamic memory, content tend to decay over time in DRAM. Okay. In DRAM, the content decay over time. Power consumption is low. Yes. Speed is low. Yes. Due to capacitor charging, discharging take more time. The speed is also less. Number of address line in a 8K memory chip, ESE 2012. 8K is, so we need 13 address lines. For a memory system, the cycle time is, for a memory system, the cycle time is larger than access time. Again, ESE 2012. The subsystem which ensures that one IO device is active at a time to avoid bus conflict. अब देखो अगर दो IO डिवाइस एक्टिवेट हो गई तो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट हो जाएगा. Why is conflict there? Because both will try to write the data. So which device can be used to resolve the conflict? Priority encoder, address decoder actually. Because different devices will have different address. Okay. अलग अलग डिवाइस का अलग अलग एड्रेस होगा. which is not true for RS-232 standard. Okay. RS-232 मैंने बताया ना लैन का स्टैंडर्ड होता है. It does not decide data transmission rate. It does decide. So this is false. How many initialization command word are essential in 8259 used in a single chip with a special fully nested mode configuration? ESE 2012, two initialization command words. In 8255, port A can work only as input port. Okay, no, it can work as both. It has three modes, correct. ESE 2013, programmable ROM has the decoder at the input. Programmable ROM has the decoder at the input and only the former block. That is ROM is programmable or decoder is programmable. Which of the two is programmable? Decoder. ROM is not ROM is programmable, decoder is fixed. ठीक है. ESE 2013, partial memory address decoding can result in simplified decoding logic. Correct. Many to one mapping, this is also correct, but not the correct explanation. इसका क्या मतलब है बेटा? इसका मतलब है when you are decoding the address of a chip or you are basically generating a chip select signal. So instead of using all the address line, we are using only some of the address lines. But in that case, a single memory chip can have multiple addresses. So suppose beta, as an example, suppose out of 8-bit, I'm using 5-bit for chip select. So if we are using 5 bits for chip select, other 3 are don't care. So it will be F. So the range will be F8 to FF. For the same memory chip, you can have multiple range from F8 to FF. That is many to one mapping. A microprocessor is designed to access 2K ROM, 4K PROM, 64K RAM. Address lines. This is the largest memory. (16 lines) to select one out of the memory. 2 additional lines are required because 2 lines can have 4 combination. 2 लाइन के 4 combination हो सकते हैं. So you can address 3 memories. So answer should be C, 18. Consider the following statement which is correct. SRAM is made of flip-flop. Yes. SRAM stores bit as voltage. Yes. DRAM has high speed, low density. No. Low speed, high density. DRAM is cheaper than SRAM. Yes. Okay. The size of DRAM is smaller, so density is high. Means in the same area you can have more chips, but it is slower due to capacitor. Address line A15 to A9 are connected to the chip select line. Memory map ranges from So starting address is 0000. Okay. And these bits will remain same. The ending address could be 01FF. जो बिट्स आपकी चिप सिलेक्ट से कनेक्टेड नहीं है, दे कैन वेरी, है ना. द बिट्स दैट आर कनेक्टेड विद द चिप सिलेक्ट, दे विल बी फिक्स. अदर बिट्स कैन वेरी. If the memory chip size is 1024 into 4, how many chips are required for 8 KB? 8 is this, kilo is 2 की power 10, byte is 8. 1024 is 2 to the power 10, 16. See. Each cell of a SRAM contains, each cell of a SRAM contains 4 MOS transistor. Basically, 2 cross coupled इन्वर्टर. वैसे तो 60 SRAM होती है, बट 40 भी बन सकती है. ठीक है. अ मेमोरी सिस्टम हैज 8 मेमोरी चिप, ईच विद 12 एड्रेस एंड 4 डेटा लाइन. साइज 8. KB. D. ESE 2016. Why a ROM does not have data input? Because it does not have a write operation. डेटा इनपुट का करूंगा क्या मैं? रोम के अंदर नया डेटा डाल ही नहीं सकता. RAM is a non-volatile memory. No. RAM is a volatile memory, but ROM is non-volatile. Correct. Both RAM, ROM are volatile, but in ROM, data is not lost. Okay. ROM is not a volatile memory. The sticker over EPROM window that protects the chip from ESE 2016 UV light, from fluorescent light and sunlight, because in EPROM it is erasable PROM. The sunlight or ultraviolet light can erase the PROM. Ultraviolet light इसको erase कर सकती है. 8259A programmable interrupt controller in cascade can handle interrupt of 64 priority level. Programmable interrupt controller uses which of the following initialization command? In ICW1, D0 and D1 are, ये आपको याद रखना पड़ेगा, 1 and 0. ESE 21, consider the following statement in order to perform a write operation into a specific memory location. ये यार मुझे चेक करना पड़ेगा, MAR, MOR या MDR है, क्या है ये? This is MDR, memory data register, memory address register. The word to be stored in the memory function is first loaded by CPU. In MDR, address is located in the MAR, memory address register. A write signal is issued. तो इसका D आना चाहिए. Write signal issue करना पड़ेगा, address जाएगा memory address register. MDR is memory data register, the register from which data goes from CPU to memory. Memory address register. It contains the address at which data is to be stored. चलिए, last question. Which of the following mode does DMA controller keep control of the bus unit after the data has been transferred? Okay. So which mode DMA controller keeps the control of the buses? Burst mode. बर्स्ट मोड में ढेर सारा डेटा एक बार ट्रांसफर करता है, इसीलिए इट कीप्स कंट्रोल ऑफ द बसेस. ओके, so that's it beta. Microprocessor is over here. Okay, and we will start in the same slot control system from tomorrow. So today we are starting a new subject at 11:30, that is basic electronics, and from tomorrow in place of microprocessor I will solve control systems. Okay,